Hello and welcome to an introduction of SnagPad. I'm basically going to walk you through setting up your account, looking for jobs, adding a job card to your pad, and then filling out whatever information you need to continue to use SnagPad in search of a job. So you would have received an email with your username, which is essentially your email address. The password by default is password with a capital P. You can go in and change that once you get into the system. So once you've basically entered that information, simply click in sign in. When you go in for the first time, you need to agree to the terms and conditions. You click continue, and then also, you're going to have to do for the first time is a profile, set up the profile. Fairly straightforward. You can watch a welcome video. I'm just going to skip it in this case. You can do some courses on networking and job search. You can do that now, or you can do that at a later time. The next step is to identify your job A, essentially what's the type of job that you're looking for. In this example, I'll just put in as an accountant. You click on save and next, and this part of the profile is mandatory. You need to do that right away. Once you put your type of job that you're looking for in, you just basically have to rate yourself on the knowledge, skills, and abilities. And you can simply go through and slide the white box over till you get to that appropriate number. So if it's a 3 out of 5, you'd put a 3, 5 being fully competent, 1 being not competent at all. So you go through that process, you click save and next, and it brings you to the next section, which is job B. So what criteria do you want to establish for taking a job other than the one that you want? So perhaps you would take a job other than your job A because it was the right location. You could have an opportunity to make some contacts, climb the career ladder, etc., etc. Once you indicate that criteria, you simply click save and next, and it brings you to the next step, which is basically you're entering your zip code. I'll just put an example zip code in here. And the reason you're doing that is because SnagPad is going to suggest job opportunities based on your location. So once you put the zip code in, simply click save and next, and it's going to confirm your location. You then click on save and next, and then that's pretty much it for the profile. You're done. So what it's going to bring you to is activities that you can complete, either add a job card, create a task, and whatnot. And this box is going to come up every time you log into the system. So for the first time, I'm just going to X out here so you can see the pad and the job card itself. And really, this is the pad, and this mirrors the process you go through in applying for a job. So you identify the opportunity, the job lead, you apply to it, you get a call for the interview, you get the interview, you get a verbal job offer, and then you actually start the job. And essentially what we're doing here is mimicking that process so you can see visually. So your objective is to add job cards and then move the job cards as you go through the job search process. So to add a job card, simply click on this gray box here, create new job card here. When you click on that, it's going to open up a box that shows how you can enter a manual opportunity to suggested job opportunities from SnagPad itself. So let's say, for example, a friend of yours tells you about an opportunity. You type that in here. Let's say it's at Walmart's for sales. All you have to do is then simply click on add job cards, and it adds a job card to your pad. This dialog box here just means that you're earning badges, and it keeps track of how you're doing in the job search process. Now, if you want to look at suggested job opportunities that from SnagPad, they're found in this section here. You just simply scroll through the list of job opportunities that are presented. If you're interested in reading up on more about that job opportunity, hover over the title of the job, click on it, left click, and it will bring up the information for that particular job opportunity. And you can see all the information is listed here. This is an actual live job that you can apply to. If you want more detail or go to the site where that listing is posted, you can click on this, and it's going to open up a new tab and bring that information to you. If you're interested in adding it to your pad, you just simply click on create job card, and again it creates another job card on your pad. This does not mean you've applied to it. It means that you're interested in applying to it and have left it here. In the search jobs online, you can simply type in the position you're interested, the location you're interested in working at, So let's say Baton Rouge, Louisiana. You click on search, and it's going to bring up basically a page with a number of different types of job opportunities. Again, if you want more information about the position, you simply click on the title of the job, and it will open up another box that gives you a description of what that position is all about, where you can go to see more details, etc. If you're interested in applying to it, simply click on Create a Job Card. Again, it does not mean you've applied. It just means that it's added and created a job card, and it's on your pad now. Simply go down the list, and whatever jobs you're interested in applying to, just click on Add Job Card. To get back to your pad, you can see the SnagPad here. Just click on this logo right here. It will bring you back to your pad where all your job cards are, and you can see that your job cards are right here and all in the opportunity columns, meaning you haven't applied to any of them. So as you can see, you have all your job cards here. There's really two components to the job card. One is you can see if I hover over it, it brightens up. And if I hover over the arrow moves in and out here. This, if I click on it, left mouse button, it's going to open up and provide all the information about that particular job opportunity. When I'm ready to apply to it, SnagPad doesn't actually submit your job opportunity. You have to go to the job board where the job came from. So in this example, if I click on Move Card because I'm interested, I want to move to this job card to the next step, or I want to maximize my chances of getting this job. We won't focus on this one. We'll just focus on moving the job card. Simply click on the green bar, and it's going to ask you, warning, you still need to apply. So in this case, you're going to have to go to the website where that job posting is. You can follow this application link. You click on that, a new tab will come up, and you could follow their process for applying. Once you've applied from this site, all you do is you simply go back to SnagPad, and you say, okay, I got it. And then it's going to ask you, is this a job A or a job B? It's an accountant position, so it is a job A. And when I do click on job A, it'll bring back all the ratings for my knowledge, skills, and abilities that I've done in a profile. So it gives me an idea in terms of where I might want to improve. And then the job B basically shows two things. One, if I were to take this job B, will I acquire all of these skills? And does it meet the criteria that I established? So is it the right location, money, and so forth? And the reason you really want to go through that is to make sure that you're strategic in your job search approach. Once you've decided what it is, if it's job A, you simply click Save. And what happens is it moves the job card to the next column, which in this case is applied. So I've submitted my application on the website, and I've also forwarded the job card to the next column based on the action that I just did. In this case, it was applying for the opportunity. And you can see I can do this for all the other opportunities as well. So here's another example. I click on Move Job Card. I click on the green button to move the job card. I follow the link, apply to it. After I've applied to it, I click OK, I got it. It asks me if it's a job A or job B. In this case, it's a job A. I simply push that, click Save, and it moves the job card to the next column, which is the applied column. And basically, that's pretty much it. Again, I can create a job card this way. If I want to search for jobs without clicking on this, I can click on Find Jobs, and it will bring me to a search page where I can actually go in and do a search. So again, if I'm looking for accountant, I can click on that. I can put the city, the state, Baton Rouge, and on this search page, I can search within 10 miles to 100 miles of where I'm actually looking for. So I can do a more precise type of search if I wanted to, but simply click on search. It shows the jobs that I've already snagged and added to my pad, but I can then again create another job card and snag it to my pad here, so that when I do go back to my pad by clicking on the SnagPad logo, it'll show those cards that I've just added. Again, if I want to move it, I click here, go to the green button, follow the link to apply to it. When I come back to SnagPad, say okay, I've got it. Click on what type of job, whether a job A or B, save, and then it moves the job card to the next column, and you can see it's already in there. One other thing that SnagPad does is it keeps track of the time that you spent in SnagPad. So in this case, you can see the timer tab right here. It basically shows me how much time I spent in this particular session. If I click on the tab, what it's going to do is going to open up and show me for a weekly period how long I've been in the system. So for whatever reason you need to report on that, you can easily show how much time you spent in SnagPad and contributed to your job search activity. After you created your account for the first time, password with a capital P is the default. If you do want to change your password, you simply click on your name, which is found at the right-hand top corner. You go down to settings, you click on settings, and this will give you an opportunity to change or update your credentials or your email. So you put password in this and then enter your password in this area so that you can use the new password. So it's fairly straightforward. The last thing that we're going to show you in this video is basically the timesheet. You're obviously required to submit a timesheet to your case manager on a weekly basis. Using SnagPad, it will keep track of all your job search activities or your job search log. So in order to do that, all you have to do is simply click on the timesheet tab at the top left-hand corner of the pad, and what it's going to open up is the timesheet section. You'll see in here that there is a button called Add Timesheet. Simply click on that, put the date range that you want to look at. Obviously, this account just started, so let's say I wanted to go from Monday to the 10th. I simply do that and click on Create Timesheet. And what it's going to do is it's going to create a timesheet. And that timesheet will allow me to view what's going on with regards to my job search. So I can see that it's produced a timesheet for this example, and it's kept track of all of the job cards or the job opportunities I identified and where they're at in the process. So if I've applied to jobs, it'll automatically check which jobs it applied to. If I want to show which jobs that I'm interested in applying to but I haven't applied to, which are still in the opportunity columns, it'll have a check mark there, opportunity. If I know the company name, I can manually type it in here by clicking on the section or the field and just type in the phone number right here with my keypad. And then how much hours I've actually spent on that particular opportunity I can indicate here. So if I spent an hour looking and applying for this particular opportunity, I can put an hour in here, and then it'll automatically keep track of all of that information. If I have any other type of activity, I could put the date in here, and let's say I went to the library to do some research. I could type it in here, details, did some research on a company, and then how much time I spent. I could put, say, I spent an hour, and it'll automatically keep track of that time. Once you're done entering all the information, you just simply click on Save Form, and that'll save all the information into it. So if I click on Save Form, your timesheet has been saved. I now have a record of what I've actually done, and if I want to download it, print it out, email it to my case manager, I can do by clicking on download here. But ultimately, it keeps track of everything that you can see in the timesheet itself, and it's fairly straightforward in terms of how it does that. Again, if you do have any questions at all about using SnagPad and so forth, all you really need to do is click on the SnagPad icon on the left top hand corner, and it'll bring you back to your pad. And on the left hand side, you'll see a feedback and support. Simply just click on that, and it'll open up a dialog box that allows you to enter your information in and reach out to us and either search the FAQs or send a message in and get support. We hope you found this introductory video to be helpful. If you have any questions, again, reach out to SnagPad, and we'll be more than glad to help you with any situation that you may have within SnagPad.